All right, enough Benzema. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
You said that reluctantly. You want more Benzema.
Always.
Liverpool went away to Benfica 3-1. Jules, yet another big away win for Jurgen Klopp's crew. But there could have been a lot more goals in this one for both. This was a bit of a sloppy match.
It was great, but yeah, you're right. A little bit sloppy. Okay, I'm going to put it out there. I don't think it was a pen on Van Dijk on Nunez on Darwin. I know there's the arm a bit after the little hook with the inside of his left foot, but I don't think there's enough there to give the pen. And I know the Benfica and the Benfica players were outraged and thought that at least the referee could have gone and checked VAR. I don't think there was enough there, but at 2-1 that could have maybe made it 2-2 and it's a completely different game. However, I also think that without the Konate mistake, Darwin doesn't score and Liverpool can win the game 4 or 5-0 because they had that many chances. I think Odysseas made 5 saves.
Yeah, he had a tremendous
great game.
game.
And Liverpool was so good with the ball going forward. Trent, the diagonal on the Mane goal for Luis Diaz is just something. It's absolutely pure art.
Kind of makes a difference when Trent is in there at right back rather than Joe Gomez, who
like
isn't a right back. No, nothing wrong with Joe, but he's just...
Yeah, we know. Manchester City beat Atletico Madrid 1-0, Gab. It turned out to be the contrasting styles that everybody expected. I think you've got an interesting take on it.
Well, first of all, I was just struck by Pep. I love what he said before, right? Pep said, he's accused about, do you overthink big games? And, and I thought he was like, I overthink because I'm stupid and I want to lose. My thoughts on Pep's overthinking. Although then, in some ways, he kind of goes out and does it because... he drops Phil Foden to the bench. He plays Bernardo Silva to the middle. In a subtle way. There's Ake at left back instead of Zinchenko. Obviously, no Kyle Walker, so Cancelo's suspended, right? But still. But the other one, when he says, Atletico Madrid aren't that defensive, and the dark arts, you do what you want to win. And in the game, honestly, like that first half. With people joked about Atleti's 5-5-0 formation.
Yeah.
The fact that All Black doesn't touch the ball against Manchester City at home, that's mission accomplished. That's mission accomplished.
I can't believe.
And at the hour mark,
I'm hearing those words in your mouth.
Listen,
I cannot believe that you're actually happy with the 5-5-0 formation.
I'm not happy, but if I'm Simeone, I'm happy. And then at the hour mark, he makes a change. He brings on the posse, right? Lemar and Cunha and whatever. And Correa, and he says, now we're going to stun you. We've lulled you into false sense of security. What
happened to you when I was away?
No, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is an effective strategy long term, but I think if you are where you are now with Atletico Madrid, where you've gone the ups and the downs, you're playing City in this form, away from home, with the players that you have, and the conditions that you have, then looking to defend, trying to get a scrap, some João Felix, waiting for a mistake.
But they didn't even do that, Gab. They didn't even do anything.
The City didn't make mistakes.
But Griezmann touched the ball 16 times in an hour. He recovered the ball 4 times. That's all he did. Surely no one can be happy with that. Swindon went to the Etihad and played better. Wickham went to the Etihad and played better. Come on. Look at the squad that he has. Look at the squad that El Cholo has. Don't tell me you cannot play better even away at City in a Champions League quarterfinal than that.
But there was no Carrasco. No, look, I'm just joking about that.
I expected the defensive performance, but not like that.
I think he's tried to play more attacking football this season. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't worked. In this game, right now, if you're Simeone, you're 1-0 down from the first leg. You host City at home. You're happy because you have to believe that you can win by a single goal or 2 goals.
How do you switch from being so negative to try to be a bit more positive? You don't switch it like this. It's not a plug.
They do it all the time. They aren't this negative all the time. They do it all the time. They switch at the weekend and then they try to be more positive, and sometimes they score goals and sometimes they don't score goals.
But this is City we're talking about.
They'll do
I think you left yourself with a huge mountain to climb, was a stupid tactics again.
Your old pal Unai Emery puts the hex on Bayern as Villarreal beat them 1-0. And Jules, could have been more. Should have been more.
You're right, man. Gerard Moreno hit the post. There's that lob that could have gone in as well. There's the Coquelin goal, which was a fluke, but still ruled out for a tiny offside, which was the right call. But, I've rarely seen this season Bayern under so much pressure. They didn't turn up at all. It was so poor from Lewandowski, from Müller, from the defense, from everybody, from Nagelsmann as well. And we were like, wow, okay, Villarreal played great. The 4-4-2 works well. Tactically, Unai is a very good coach. So this is exactly what we expected. Where I feel a little bit, and Parejo said it after the game, he said, we're happy with the win, but not with the score. And he's right. Yeah. I think as you score 2 or 3, you had a chance to go through. Now, just a 1-0 win, I don't think it's enough.
I mean, it's a bit of shades of Salzburg, although obviously Salzburg did it in a completely different way. I don't know if mentally they weren't prepared. Obviously, they would have been better, I think, if Goretzka had started. I'm assuming Goretzka's not 100% fit. He just came back. He obviously started the weekend. But, yeah, this has got to be a concern because, you don't take things for granted at this stage of the season if you're Bayern. And we know Emery can go out and do a mega catenaccio like Simeone if he needs to. He's done it before.
He can do that for sure. And sticking with Bayern, Gab, Freiburg have said that they are lodging a complaint with the German FA over the 12 men on the pitch last weekend in the game against Bayern. But they were uncomfortable doing so they still did it, but didn't really want to do it. Yeah, what exactly do they mean?
And they gave the reasons. They're saying like, well, I think it's important that we have a precedent in case this happens again. But it doesn't really affect the score. This is so stupid. This is so bureaucratic, right? I mean,
why doing it then?
It didn't impact the score. Move on.
It was 5 seconds or something.
Leave it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.